They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So first and goal from the 9-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Second and goal at the Patriots' 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. They go back to the ground with Williams. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
You better be ready next.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The 5-yard line.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up second down and a bit farther.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Demir Bird returning it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Demir Bird on the return. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, first and 10 at their own 27. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
James White, the New England ball.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Dalvin Tomlinson on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on third down, Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards in the first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, it's Michel. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Michelle, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The play fake to Michelle. Now Newton. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a first down throw for Newton. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Zach Cunningham on the tackle. Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 16. A give. This is Michelle. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third and long, it's Newton. And he'll have his man, that's Edelman. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing...
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Touchdown. Cam Newton scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. Now a hit and a loose football. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
The kick is blocked.
They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped him behind the line for the second straight play.
And it's third down.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
As he gets this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this is incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Dumping it off for Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out toward
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers. And somehow, some way, they make plays on the football. And sometimes you're there too soon.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. From the gun, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
First down, Patriots.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Off play action, Newton. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Catch is made by Herring. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
From the gun, here's Newton. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So now after the sack, Cam and the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
2nd and 3.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Michelle, the Patriot ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
escape, and that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. On the return comes Cobb. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
To the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, New England.
After the run, Newton going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Matt Lacoste there. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. This is White on the screen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Out of the gun, Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. To the air again, Newton. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Patriots.
The ball carrier.
Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have retaken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Running from the gun, Johnson. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And a Patriot first down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Michel, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
James White.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
His throw incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Newton throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there.
But it'll be 2nd and goal.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, Newton. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
A 23-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Randall Cobb on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And 8 at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Patriots.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Then he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
24-yard line.
23 yards, the final tally. Here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. possession good, and we are tied in the fourth.
Naimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Patriots.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Newton. Flushed out right. Powerful running. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now it's Newton.
Throw left side here, taken in by Asiasi, the tight end.
They're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
23 yards. And the Patriot first down.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Michel. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Texans' 11-yard line.
And it's Michel once again, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control. But still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Patriots. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Michel. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over